Hello everyone and welcome to today's episode of why Star Wars Empire at War Forces of Corruption is so awesome.
Damn it!
Alright, so the first thing we'll notice from the menu is that we have a single player and a multiplayer, and then you click single player and it expands into a campaign, skirmish, and galactic conquests. Now I've always been a personal fan of the galactic conquests. And what's even more interesting is once you click Galactic Conquest, you can then select how many planets you want in your system. You can change the difficulty. I always prefer easy. You can pick what faction you want, and then you have even more settings like your tech level and all that, and your money starting off. It's super interesting. Alright, and so now you're probably wondering, how does the map work and look? Well, this is how the map is. It's the entire galaxy. You can make multiple groups of your ships, send them out. You can make land troops. You can build up space station. You can build buildings down on planets. Depending on how much ships are in your fleet and the size of them, they will take longer or they will be quicker when traveling to other planets and systems. You can have heroes that can go into planets and neutralize air heroes or start like ground attacks by bypassing their space fleet. They have a lot to this game. Personally, one thing I've always noticed is you want to start off making up your mines. You want money, you know what I mean? As soon as you get that credits income, you can build troops, you can get upgrades, you can level up your tech, you can do all the stuff you want. What's also a really key part of this game is controlling certain planets, because some will produce certain spaceships and others will produce certain ground troops. And on top of that, every single planet has its own boosts and advantages when attacking and just holding them. And not only that, but as you could see from like that line from Coruscant down there, every single system has trade routes that increase your credits as long as you hold the planets. Alright, and the way units work in this game is every single one has basically different stats. Certain troops are weak and effective against others. So, like, stormtroopers are going to be weak against, say, vehicles, like anti-infantry vehicles and long-range vehicles. Well, your ATSTs are going to be good against their vehicles, certain vehicles, and then also like their infantry. The AI can also be really annoying to find. Sometimes you have to scavenge and scour the entire map just to look for one or two forces remaining or a building that they happen to have tucked away, and yeah, it can be hell on earth sometimes. The AI they're pretty annoying. They have like a hit and run tactic, and the rebels have a shield around a lot of the vehicles, so it can be pretty annoying. So I'd recommend playing on low difficulty, especially if you've never played the game, because it can be pretty annoying sometimes.
Ready to go.
I mean, look at how beautiful this destruction is. Just look at that, their base falling apart. And for as old of a game as it is, it really does have pretty good graphics. It holds up pretty well. Alright, one reason that makes this game awesome is that the Executor is in this. I mean, just look at how big this ship is. And not only that, but every ship and unit in this game, every leader, everything has a cost. And believe it or not, this Executor, oh, this only costs 3.
Vegeta, what did you say his
Power cost in battle was? It's only 3. 3?
There's no way that could be right! It can't!
Oh, but it is. I mean, the first time I used this in battle, I figured out that you could just spam fighters, and the rebels retreated immediately. I really don't blame them.
Send more fighters.
So, if you're still on the ropes after even all of that, I got something for you. Yeah. You can make the Death Star, and not only can you make the Death Star, you can blow stuff up with it. I mean, who doesn't want to make the Death Star and go around blowing stuff up with it, right?
Tactical battle imminent.
That's no moon.
Man, I've never seen a fight like this.
So in hindsight, go ahead and do yourself a service, guys. I guarantee getting this game, you will not regret it. The combat is super fun, land and space. It's it's super fun building up your empire and getting strong. Like it's just super entertaining, everything about it. And I still haven't even brought up the other nations. There's still two other factions to play as. I mean, just look at that going on in the background. It brings a tear to my eye. The other factions are a little bit trickier than the Empire. The Zen Consortium's bounty hunters and mercenaries, so they're a little bit tougher, but you can corrupt planets. Yeah, each and every single different faction has a different play style, so you kind of have to play a little different with them. And here we have the Rebels. The good old Rebels. They're a little bit less underpowered compared to the Empire. You really have to make up for it for your play strategy to accommodate it. The Rebels start split across the galaxy, unlike the Empire. So with them, you kind of have to really watch which planets you control and which ones you lose, and where you're going to attack next.
Coordinates received.
What's nice about the Rebels, though, is that they get quite a few leaders, so you can spread them out across multiple planets and have quite a few planets producing troops and things that you want to your need.
Unit in production.
And you also do not want to lose your main planets that produce capital ships, or else it will be game over for you. Well, if you're still craving more, I'm happy to tell you that there's instant actions you can play as space and or land battles with any of the factions that you want. Get your own base and you can just go at it, fighting each other. As well as get leaders, tech up, and build buildings, yeah. I mean, they straight up have Kyle Katarn. Is that not cool or what? If after all of that content and that still isn't enough for you, then here we are. We got a campaign just for you. An entire dedicated campaign. I know what you're thinking. Who do you play as? Well, you play as Geralt of Rivia. Oh, whoops. I mean Tiber Zan. There we go. Yep, this guy. Yep, an entire fully dedicated campaign for that. Is it not cool or what?
Belongs to me. You can forget about getting it back. You may think you've wiped out the consortium, but my reach is farther than you think. You are the one who should be watching your back, Jabba. Uri, come in at once. Do you read me, Uri?
Even after many years later, this game still holds up phenomenally. And I think that's a really good thing. Well, I hope you guys liked the video. This is the end. I hope you all enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one. Comment down below what you liked about it and what you like about Star Wars. Take care, everyone, and remember, no disintegrations.
There will be a substantial reward for the one who finds the Millennium Falcon. You are free to use any methods necessary, but I want them alive. No disintegrations.
As you wish.
When do I get paid?
There they are. Blast
I
them.
enjoy the hunt. It'll cost you. Moving out. Your credits better be here.